All right, this is independent practice for 3.6, and hopefully you've had a chance to try these. And really, I only wanted you to do 1 through 6. So 7 and 8 you didn't need to do. 6 is pretty difficult. It has some reasoning to it. But let's start. We'll just do 1 through 6, see how you did. You're estimating the quotient. So on number 1, I'm going to try and get it to where the two numbers evenly kind of match up. So I see I have it divided by 3. This 32 is so close to 33. If I make it 33, 33 divided by 3 is going to give me an even 11. I'm going to write that neater than that. An even 11. Okay? Just an estimate, not an exact. All right, on this next one, 76.2, 18.4. I'm going to just bump those both up. If I make this 80 and I make this 20 because it's almost 20, 80 divided by 20 is a nice easy 4. Okay, so I just made them a very close number to what it is, but an easier number that goes into each other. All right, and this one, 35.7, 11.4. I'm going to make that to 36, and if I do this to about 12, 12 goes into 36 3 times. So I just made it close, all right, and then got it to where it could easily be divided into. Okay, number 4. Emily spent a total of $38.04 on 4 CDs. Each CD cost the same amount. What's a reasonable answer? 38.04 divided by 4. Well, this is so close to 40. And if I make that $40 divided by 4, that's a nice, easy, even $10 a CD. Okay? And you could say, like, okay, I bought 4 CDs. If the CDs each cost $10, that'd be about $40. Pretty close to the 38. So, okay. If we wanted to get an exact number, it's probably going to be 9 something. All right, but an estimate is $10 a CD. All right, a recipe calls for 0.7 pounds of strawberries. If she has 3.15 pounds of strawberries, how many batches can she make? So I take my 3.15 divided by 0.75. That'll get me how many batches. This 0.75, it's so close to 1, I'm going to move it up to 1. Divide it. And this 3.15 is close to 3. 3 divided by 1 gives me 3. So she can make about 3 batches of the recipe, which makes sense because you just need about 1 pound for every batch. She has 3.15 pounds, which is about 3 pounds. So if you need 1 pound for every batch, she has 3 pounds. She can make 3 batches. Okay? You have to be able to ask yourself and think, is this reasonable? Does this make sense? Okay. This last one, let's do number 6. It kind of makes you think a little bit. Makes you think a lot. Okay? This person's making some handmade greeting cards, and she's selling them. She sells them for 75 cents each greeting card. Now, she makes a profit of 35 cents. In 1 week, she made a profit of $42. So I want to find out how many cards did she sell in that week? How many cards did it take to make that $42? Okay? So I have the cards, the cost of the cards she made. This is her profit, 42. It's not her total cost, but the profit is 42. It's after she paid her expenses, she is left with $42. So what it is I'm going to put X here for the number of cards sold. X equals the number of cards. This is kind of algebra stuff. X is the number of cards sold. She's timesing that by her profit of 35, and she's going to get 42. So another way to say that, if I would take my $42 divided by my 0.35, that's going to get me how many cards she made. Okay? So I'm going to round these around here. I'm going to make that 40, and I'm going to make that 0.4D. Okay? And then I can do this. They're nice even numbers, 40 and 0.40. They go together. So let me just do this. 40 divided by 0.40. Remember, or maybe we haven't got to this. Maybe coming up. But when you divide this like this, you go 1, 2. You can put that in. And then here's your decimal here. You got to go 1, 2. Add zeros. And then that goes up there. Okay? So 40 goes into 40 one time. There's 40. Subtract that, it gets 0. Bring down my 0. 0 times into that. Subtract 0. Bring down my last 0. 0. So it's 100. Okay? So she had to sell 100 cards. When she sold 100 cards, she made about $42. And the way that makes sense is you do 100 times her profit, which is about 40 cents, we said. That would get you $40. Okay? Now, how much did she earn before paying expenses? Okay? So how much did she earn total if she sold 100 cards at 75? 100 times 0.75. You can find the exact answer there, $75. So she made a total of $75 about. She paid her expenses, and she ended up with a profit of 42. Pretty confusing problem. Just try your best. Don't worry about it. I want you to mainly understand number 1 through 5 and to be able to do those. Okay? If you had a hard time with 6, don't worry. We're going to talk more about word problems and solving things like that. Okay?